Well, good afternoon, drawing. I told you guys yesterday that I wasn't going to be here today. I'm actually just right across the street over at the central office in a professional development session. I'm sure it's really exciting. Regardless, I apologize if you have to turn this up. I'm trying to talk loud enough, but I'm starting to lose my voice a little bit. So I wanted to make sure that I explained to you guys what you would be doing today. Being that we just started out kind of explaining how to draw in two-point perspective, I know that many of you guys still probably have some questions. We only really drew one thing, one object in two-point perspective. But I wanted to be able to continue the comparison between one-point perspective and two-point perspective as a visual discussion with you guys and your notes. And since you guys have your one-point perspective notes, I kind of wanted to put together what you know from one-point perspective and approach it from a two-point perspective drawing mode. So the guest teacher is going to hand out to you guys this image. Okay. There's some instructions printed there at the bottom, as you can see. And basically what I talked to you guys about is this is a one-point perspective view of an interior shot of a room. Okay? Very simple. You can see one-point perspective, the diagonal lines all go back to a vanishing point somewhere in the middle of this back furthest wall. Okay? What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take this scene and turn it into a two-point perspective scene. So basically take this room and think about what it would look like rotated over to the side. Actually, this is a very bad analogy because you can't see it on a piece of paper. But take the object, right? And you're looking at this object. This would be a one-point perspective view. You can't see above it, can't see below it. But turn it so that you can see one side here and one side here. One of the misconceptions about two-point perspective is that it's a lot more difficult to draw objects, and really it isn't because you're just looking at it from two sides. Someone can say, well, can't you see two sides here? Can't you see this side and then a little bit of this side right here? Yeah, but you're starting off drawing the shape, which would be the flat surface of this remote or the flat surface of this back wall. Whereas in two-point perspective, when you draw it, there we go, turn to the side, you're starting off with this edge and drawing diagonal lines to make this side and diagonal lines to draw this side. So take a look at this handout and draw this room as if it was a two-point perspective room. Basically, if you were to move your body into the corner of the room. Follow the instructions on the side, and matter of fact, it might help you guys out to fill in where certain things are going to be, like the TV or the bookcase, the door and the window, because they're going to change the direction if you move your viewpoint, if you move your perspective one way or the other. And then draw this either, you can draw it either at the bottom, this isn't a lot of space, or you can go directly on the back side. You can also draw it on another sheet of paper, whatever you feel more comfortable with. But Wednesday's class will be answering some of these questions as to what this would look like in two-point perspective. So you need to have this done or at least attempted before we can move on to a further discussion. Remember, this is all in preparation to your final drawing where you guys will be taking these things and creating interesting, unique compositions. And I'm hoping to get you to that point now with thinking about how things would be from different perspectives. All right, I'll see you guys on Wednesday, and I look forward to seeing what you guys complete throughout the hour. Good luck, and see you Wednesday.